Hey Fisher family, coming at you now with the 2021 Monster Bass Box, which is also known as the Strike King and BioBait Takeover box, which I'm fairly excited to get into, so let's get into it.
Once again, Bubba. Yeah. Oh my Lord, look at that.
Hello, fishy family.
Oh, Ben's got one. There you go, bud. There you go. That is a catfish. Look at that. Yeah, there we go. Yep, I got one, baby. Oh, yeah. You grabbed that on the... Oh, look at that one, baby. Woohoo! Yeah. Aren't you pretty? Look at that. You got one? All right, baby. All right. Get a camera. What are you feeling? Gonna hold it? Nope. Yes, ma'am. Oh, I got her now. Oh, no, I got her. She's hooked. Yeah, baby. Biggest one of the year now. Oh, yeah, I've been looking for you. Put you back in. There you go. There you go. Let's go. We're here at Pure Florida Water Sports in Wesley Chapel, Florida. Hey, what's up?
What's up, dude? Oh,
Thank y'all so much. Oh yeah, there we go, baby. You made your point.
Guys, this is Rick at MONSTERBASS. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video from Fishing with Fitz.
Hey fishing family, Buddy Gross here. Check out Fishing with Fitz.
Right on. There you go, baby. Thanks for the ride.
Well, anyway, we're going to go ahead and get this out of the way. If you're new to the channel, please go ahead and give us a like and a comment down below and let us know what you think of everything you've seen so far. And if you want to continue following the channel and show your continued support, please give us a subscribe and make sure you hit the bell notification, because we are going to have more giveaways coming up, and we are going to be doing a lot more lives in the very, very near future. All right, as you guys can see, Ben's not with me. If you pay attention to my social media, you know we had kind of a small emergency this evening. CJ bumped his head pretty hard, and I had to take him to the emergency room, and it was a whole fiasco. But we'll get into that later after this. But I'm ready to get into this box. So, and of course, you know, as always, the boxes opening up, we'll give you a breakdown of the seasons, and normally we'll give you an idea of what bait you should be throwing, which is amazing. And first thing I see is the Strike King and BioBait Takeover pamphlet, which is really cool, and I will be going through this as well. Now, the first bait I see is the Strike King Swinging Super Buzz Buzz Bait. It's a 3 8/4 ounce. Now, a lot of people might sit there and say, why are you getting a topwater bait during winter? Well, believe it or not, the weather down here is very bipolar. And in an upcoming video, I'm going to show you, granted, we didn't get no fish, but it was still interesting to sit there and pay attention to how the fish were reacting. We were actually getting strikes off frogs during the mid of January, just during winter. It was just shocking, to be honest with you. I've never had that happen, but it sure enough did, and you will see it in an upcoming video. But I have actually owned one of these baits before. Now this one looks fairly similar. It's kind of a silver chartreuse shad coloration to it, which would work fairly well. But yeah, it's not bad. And what we have next is the Strike King KVD 1.5, dies up to 8 feet. This is one of these baits that look wide from the side, but from the top it's actually quite skinny. It's not a real big fat crankbait. And these crankbaits work amazing during the winter. Now, one thing that I will always recommend, and I'm going to say it for everyone, always, if you can, if it's possible, swap out that front hook with a red hook. Whenever you get a crankbait that you get fresh out of the package, granted, these hooks are, I guarantee you, will be stand-up and will be perfect. But if you have the means, find the exact same size hook, but that's already colored red. It will increase your hookup ratio because it'll make the bass a lot more aggressive because they'll see that red flash and it'll be like a gill flash. And next, the Strike King Red Eye Shad. It's a 1/2 ounce. Lipless crankbait, which I cannot recommend these enough during this time of year. It's what I caught. I caught my tournament bass this year on a lipless crankbait, actually. Don H did recommend that I should throw this one because, granted, I was throwing everything under the sun. I wasn't getting no bites whatsoever. And I am not beyond asking for help. And don't let your pride keep you from asking for help, especially from people that have fished a lake or the waters that you're in. Always ask for help. If you're not getting a bite, figure it out. I mean, if you can't figure out the bite, ask for help for anyone that's local or someone that you're with. See if maybe they could recommend something else. Don H sure enough did during the tournament recommend that I throw a lipless crankbait, and I sure enough got more than one strike. I did land one fish. I almost landed a second one, but it popped off right at the end, which was so frustrating. But also, same thing goes. I will recommend, if you're able to, find the exact same size front hook, replace it with a red hook. It will imitate gill flash, make the bass a lot more aggressive, and increase your hookup ratio. And the price for this is $7.99. Now, the next thing out of the box is Strike King Jordan Lee Comeback Jig. It's a football jig, green pumpkin. It is a 1 ounce. If I'm not mistaken, yeah. These retail about $5.99. Now, football jigs work really well during this time of year too, especially if you got an area that's kind of rocky. I would definitely recommend throwing a football jig, hopping it along the rocks if you use the football jig in certain rocky terrain. And the next thing is the first bio bait. It is infused with fish oil, which that will actually be very helpful. It is a fluke. I'm trying to look for the name of it. I'm not seeing the name of it other than bio bait. But it's kind of a green pumpkin coloration with some red fleck. It actually looks really nice. Until recently, I mean, honestly, I've never even, in as many years as I've been fishing, I have never once thought to put a fluke on the back of a spinnerbait. I'm going to link it up here. Marshall, Georgia Bassmaster, actually did a video with Norm, and he put a fluke on a spinnerbait and actually caught a really decent sized fish with it. So Marshall, you gave me something to think about and try. Oh, hold on. And the price on this is $5.99. So the next one out of the box is the bio bait. Looks like a Cinco. It's kind of a 6. It's kind of a 6-inch Cinco, I think. Or 5. No, it's a 5-inch Cinco. I'm sorry. This is a 5-inch Cinco. Also a green pumpkin color. Definitely would recommend throwing these, especially. Probably would recommend throwing these weightless just for a nice slow fall, because too fast of a fall during this time might not get you the reaction that you're really wanting. Now granted, I ain't gonna lie, I normally will throw these weightless sometimes. I've only just recently started trying to throw these with weights, but I've learned I've had more success throwing these weightless. So it's really your preference, but I think this will work out better for you if if you do throw a weight, don't throw overly heavy, just enough to maybe increase the descent, but not just make it where it just drops like a rock. You know, just something to increase the speed, but not to the point that it's going to drop it like a rock. Make it where the weight is pulling it down, but the overall size and profile of the bait will slow the descent enough. So. And up next, or excuse me, it's up next because there's one more thing that's left in here. And these are the BioBake leeches. This is actually something I've never used before. Looks like something you would actually use on a Ned rig. Marshall, you'll love these. Anyway, so these are running about $5.99. Oh, and the Stinkos, I'm sorry, are actually called Stinkos on the BioBakes. The Stinkos are actually $5.99 as well. You know what? I'm sitting there saying I don't even have the list. Man, I got the list right here in front of me, and I said I don't know the name of them. Okay, you know what? We're gonna go back here. The flukes are called the switchbacks. There are five. There are five. The Stinkos are called Stinkos because of the scent, and the BioBake leeches are just leech, which it's fitting. But yeah, those look like that would work either good on a drop shot or a Ned rig. To be honest, honestly, I think these would probably might work more on a drop shot. I guess it's really up to your preference, but I probably would actually try a Ned rig, but drop shot probably will be the better choice to go with here. So, and last but not least, there are 4 Daiichi hooks, which are colored red. Just as I was talking about how red hooks will actually help you out a great deal, because that color red will help you with with your strike and hookup ratio. Or actually, it might not help with your hookup ratio. It definitely will help you with your strike ratio, because when the bass see this color red flash, they're immediately just going to want to bite, because that gill flash just really triggers them. So this is something you definitely want to always try and do. If you can get red on your hooks, get red. I promise you won't be disappointed with that. And last thing in the box is the sticker, which is the hashtag Freedom Toss. I'm kind of digging that. That is actually really funny. That is actually really funny. Hashtag Freedom Toss. Okay. Don't know if I put this on my kayak, but I definitely not put it on my truck, because I think that's really funny. Well, everyone, that was the Monster Bass Strike King and BioBake Takeover box. I'm fairly impressed with what I got. I'm fairly certain everyone else might have gotten something else in different regions, but I have pretty much seen everything in here I will throw and I will use, which is, like I say, it's one of the reasons why I cannot recommend Monster Bass enough. If you do want to try Monster Bass, I will have a link in the description. It will also help the channel, so if you click the link and sign up for Monster Bass Box, it'll also help my channel grow, which has been growing very rapidly, and I cannot tell you how excited I am about that, but we will continue with that in a little bit. But I definitely would recommend this. Also, if you want a chance to win a free Monster Bass Box, I am having the 900 subscriber giveaway this weekend. So if you want a chance to win it, I will leave a link up here or over here, either or, one of the two. But I will leave a link for you to click on, and one down here too. So, but I will leave a link for you to click so you can go and sign up for that. Anyway, I guess I better talk why Ben's not with me. I'm actually filming this pretty late in the evening. If you pay attention to my social media accounts, y'all saw that I posted natural prayers for CJ. He busted his head wide open, and I had to rush him to the emergency room, and that was an entire fiasco. We went in, got checked in, and they just left him in the waiting room. I mean, he's got pretty decent sized gash in his head, which, I'll post in one of these two areas over here. But it was a pretty decent sized gash, and they just left him in the waiting room because, the whole COVID mess is still going on was taking more priority than, you know, him, which was very frustrating to me. But you know what? I'm not gonna badmouth the hospital. I did get him some. I did finally get him to a hospital that saw him immediately and got the wound stapled up pretty good. It was. He didn't like it. I won't lie. It was pretty rough. He was crying for his mama, which, you know, breaks my heart. But I want to thank everyone for their prayers and thoughts, because I did see everything, and I saw y'all, you know, commenting and asking questions about what happened, and I could not be more grateful for you guys for showing how much you cared. My family's very touched by that. Thank you so much. And on that note, I have to stop for a minute and just tell y'all how amazed I am by all the love and support, because, guys, the channel broke 2,000 subscribers in less than a month. We gained another 1,000 subscribers in less than a month after we finally broke 1,000, and the channel has become monetized as of last week. And I was wanting to do a live to talk about this, but I think this is probably the best place for me to do it. Thank you guys. Seriously, y'all are providing a way for me to take care of my family, and for y'all to come along on this path with us. And I got so much coming up this year. Like, honestly, 2021 is going to be a busy year on the channel, and I can't wait. I'm not going to share anything right now because I'm still laying out a lot of plans, but I do know I got about 4 trips that I'm planning, and two of them are going to be really big. Actually, I take that back. I got 5 trips I'm planning, and 3 of them are going to be really big trips, and yes, they will be fishing trips. Like I say, I'm blown away, mesmerized by all y'all's continued love and support through everything, and thank you so much. And I don't know if y'all saw, I have started an apparel line, which, you know, I'm looking, which you can see up here. You can actually buy some merchandise that was also designed by Miss Diamond Clark, which I will leave a link down below to her Instagram account if you're interested in giving her some work. She's an incredibly talented graphics designer, and I couldn't thank her enough for all the time and effort she put into these new designs for t-shirts. We will be having hats. I'm working out a few kinks because I'm using Teespring, and Teespring doesn't have an interface for the hats, and honestly, it's just so unbelievably frustrating trying to get that lined up. So don't worry about that. But guys, thank you so much for all your continued love and support. God bless. We'll see you in the next one.